What is up, everybody? It's your boy Duty back again with another video, and this time we're taking a look at our boy DSP's daily rap from last night after a disastrous day of streaming. Oh my lord, our boy struggled with the tips. He struggled with members. It was just not a good day, especially being that it was the last day of the work week and the last day of the month. Oh my lord. Anyway, so let's hear what he has to say. Last night's Final Fantasy 5 Pixel Remastered playthrough was just, it was god awful. Oh my lord, your boy Duty almost fell asleep 3 times. It was rough, but he pushed through, he rallied, and he got some content out for the viewers out there. So I hope you guys definitely enjoy those videos. Yeah, so let's see what Phil has to say.
Final streaming day of the week and of the month for me because I am off tomorrow. My new streaming week will start this coming Thursday, June 1st. What a day. Great streaming day. On the Level 1 podcast, we had a ton to talk about because the earlier reviews for both StreetFighter 6 as well as Diablo 4 released, and I talked about them in depth, analyzing what the reviewers have said. Looks that both games are going to be quite good for various different reasons. Certainly my fears about StreetFighter 6's single-player campaign seem to be assuaded a bit, which is great. I was nervous that the World Tour would not be that good, but it seems like it's very good, 20 plus hours.
Okay, you guys already know what's going to happen. Phil is going to try to milk the tutorial, learning how to fight with each player. He's going to milk the single player mode, right? And what's going to happen is the chat is just going to explode with play multiplayer, because most people watch Street Fighter for the multiplayer, and especially for Phil. Most of his detractors just want to see him clap. A lot of his regulars that are on stream want to see him get destroyed. So they're going to be clamoring for Phil to play multiplayer. And I have a feeling that this may backfire on him, especially if he refuses to play multiplayer right away. I mean, he doesn't just have to play multiplayer by itself. He should play both. He should mix it up. You know what I mean? Like, I think the first day, the first stream, I think he's gonna play this Friday, Saturday. So why not Friday morning, or the Friday morning stream, play the single player crap, and then at night do multiplayer. That way you don't annoy people, and that's essentially what's going to happen. And of course, he's going to get annoyed because he's going to say, how do you expect me to play multiplayer if I don't know how the combinations, if I don't know the fighters, but we all know he's just doing this because he wants to milk the single player, because he wants to avoid playing multiplayer. He knows that a good swath of people downloaded the crack demo and have been playing it for a while, and they're gonna have a leg up on him. Being that, and also the fact that he just, he's not that good at Street Fighter, being that he hasn't played it in forever, and when he does play it, he plays it casually, and he didn't even really play Street Fighter 5. He just played the older games. So Friday should be a shit show, and I can't wait. I'm gonna be streaming it just for the LOLs and to watch Phil struggle playing Street Fighter.
Of gameplay. Diablo looks good to me. Like, the things I'm hearing sound good. Still not exactly convinced that it's going to be an amazing playthrough for you guys. And we're still having this discussion about, should it be Diablo? Should it be Zelda? Should it be both somehow? How am I going to handle this moving forward this week? We'll find out. All right, and we're still going to talk about it over the next several days of, should I play...
Okay, the main reason why he's still struggling on the decision is because, one, he doesn't want to pay for Diablo. He's hoping that someone will donate Diablo or credits to play Diablo. That's the first thing. The second thing is, Diablo is fun when you play it. It's not so much fun when you watch it. So you're hoping that the person that's playing it is interesting and interactive and fun and can provide some lore and can hold a conversation. Phil can't do any of that. Phil's just gonna play the game, and he's gonna talk to the dents, and hopefully they'll hold his hand through the playthrough. Every 2 minutes is gonna be, God, what am I supposed to do? The game doesn't tell me what to do. Guys, what am I supposed to do? That's gonna be the interaction of the Diablo playthrough. And then of course he'll regale us with one of his boring stories of how Diablo impacted his life, or whatever bullshit he wants to come up with. So that's the issue with Diablo. He'd rather just play Zelda, even though Zelda he's been struggling with tips on Zelda, he'd rather just play that because he already bought the game, and you know, it's a pretty easy game now, especially that he's pretty much leveled up. So watching him play Diablo is gonna be funny as hell, because you just know he's gonna just struggle with it, and keeping the interest of the people on stream is just not gonna happen. And I have a feeling, based on the conversations he's been having with the Dents, is that a good portion of them want him to keep playing Zelda, not really Diablo. So I think he'll buckle the pressure and he'll buy Diablo and play it, and I can see him quitting it pretty quickly, just because support isn't there, and he'll suck at it.
Zelda, and continue to balance that with Street Fighter 6. Should I have Diablo in the mix once Diablo comes out? How do we handle all this? We'll have to try to figure it out soon, because we only have about a week left to determine the answer, okay? Anyway, then we jumped into Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, which was great because we got to play it 2 days in a row this week, because I had beaten Jedi Survivor last night. Great progress today. We explored some more. We actually unlocked not one, but 2 different towers, which unlocked a huge amount of the map. And we decided to start with the Zora town and the Zora plotline. Got really far in it, and essentially we got right to the point where there's a shrine right before you hit the floating temple. That is the Zora temple in this game. And we're headed right there. So when we resume on Thursday, it's going to be this shrine and heading straight to the temple and doing the whole Zora temple. And whatever happens after that, likely I'm just going to head straight for the Goron town after that and try to get that plot line going. Okay, so great progress, great fun. Had a great time with Zelda today. Tonight's late stream was Final Fantasy V Pixel Remaster, and I'm pleased to announce we had another stream of monstrous progress. Because I had previously played this game, I remembered a few things. For example, I remembered you could buy these Hermes shoes at a hidden village, and they are incredibly good. They prevent a ton of status ailments, and they make you...
And don't forget that he cheesed the game yet again for a second time. He basically shut off encounters to make it easy for him.
All have infinite haste. So now my team is so powerful. They're just going crazy on these endgame challenges that are supposed to be very hard, and I'm actually demolishing bosses that are supposed to be tough. So we're at the end of the game, and actually by the end of tonight's stream, if you can believe it, we got all the way to the final dungeon. So when we resume on Thursday night, we very well could beat the game. The final dungeon, if I remember correctly, is not a full 2 hours long. So we could end up actually completing Final Fantasy V on Thursday night. Now, there are 2 endgame super bosses. I believe one of them is called like Shiryu or Shinryu. I can't remember exactly what it's called. I think it's a dragon type boss.
Okay, another thing is he's been picking at his scalp and his head and his ears all day long yesterday. It was ridiculous. He reminds me of Dave Chappelle, the crackhead, when he was playing the crackhead, and how he kept scratching and picking at his skin and stuff like that. What the hell was it? I know he has several addictions, being liquor and WWE champions, and the tips have been low. Is it just he's stressed out because he can't get that fix? What the hell is it? It's just nasty. And then he picks his scalp, picks his ears, and then shoves his fingers in his mouth, which is just utterly foul. And
the other one is a robot. And I remember fighting these in my previous, runs of Final Fantasy V that were never, for YouTube, but in my, when I was younger. They're very tough. They're fun to beat. But to beat them, you have to grind a ton in the game to get the highest level classes. Like, basically, you have to build the perfect jobs, right? The perfect class of HP up, damage up, defense up, MP up, magic up, and then make these super classes to fight these things and beat them. I'm assuming if you beat them in this game, you get a trophy for it. Do you need to beat them? Absolutely not. They're completely meant to be end game optional challenges that are very challenging, and most people don't do them. But would I like to do them? Yeah, but the thing is, right now, we can beat this game potentially Thursday night. So that would be great, because that would be another game finished and out of the rotation, and we could finish on Street Fighter, or focus on Street Fighter 6, Zelda, and maybe Diablo all at once for like 2-3 weeks. That could be our focus, those 3 new games. So maybe that's the route we should take. Maybe instead of worrying about these endgame super bosses that I would like to fight, say, let's just finish it. All right, and maybe in a future date, like let's say later this year, maybe during the summertime, we could do a couple chill night streams where I grind and just try to level up the jobs, and then we could take them on and see if we can get those trophies, which would be cool if we do. But I almost feel like it makes more sense to try to finish the game Thursday night. Okay, we'll see. Let's see what your opinion is too on this. I'd love to hear your opinion. but I'm thinking we already wrapped up Oblivion. We just wrapped up Jedi Survivor. Why not wrap up Final Fantasy V, and then we can focus all on new content moving forward next week, right? So anyway, that's what I'm looking towards when I come back Thursday, because tomorrow's my day off. No streaming tomorrow, but I hope you all have a great, safe, fun Wednesday. And by any means, if you get caught up on any of the stuff I've done this week, remember, liking the videos, leaving comments helps this channel immensely. If you're watching stuff on my sister channel, DSP Reacts, please remember, leave comments, like the videos over there as well. Tons of stuff over there. I mean, we had all the Street Fighter related stuff from last week's marathon, plus DSP versus the internet from Saturday. So a good variety of stuff that went live over there this week. Plus a couple YouTube shorts as well. If you haven't seen them, check out the YouTube shorts over on DSP Reacts. You'll probably get a kick out of those. So, that's it for the week. When I return on Thursday, it'll be the Level 1 podcast, getting you caught up on my day off and any gaming news or anything that happened in the meantime.
No one cares, Phil.
Dig on and see how it looks and mess around. It's going to be a mix of a little bit of art, but some collectibles and other things that are Street Fighter related that I think will kind of pop and look good on the camera. It should be a good mix of stuff for this month. So I hope that you will check it out when I come back on Thursday. All right? So, good stuff. Good new setup on Thursday. New podcast border as well, which I'll have. And then Friday, of course, Street Fighter 6 all day long. Saturday, Street Fighter 6 all day long. Likely what I'll do Friday is just play Street Fighter 6 multiplayer and or in the lab all day long. While Sunday, maybe I'll try the World Tour mode. Of course, the React content this week will now be on Sunday. Usually it's Saturdays, but the DSP versus the Internet show will now be this Sunday to make room for Street Fighter 6 those 2 days. And then essentially what we'll do when we hit Monday, Tuesday, we'll make the decision, am I starting Diablo or am I just going to focus on Street Fighter and Zelda?
Okay, well, he's claiming he may play multiplayer, but I doubt it. If he does, he'll probably do it maybe Saturday, because the pressure is just going to be outrageous to watch him play. And I know that several detractors actually bought the game specifically just to make sure to see if they can fight Phil. So that should be a lot of fun. So don't forget, guys, the first, I'm going to be streaming his Street Fighter playthrough. We'll probably do that on my main duty stream channel, and I'll stream it, and it should be a lot of fun. So hope to see you guys there. Don't forget, enjoy your break. Catch up on my I can't even say it with a straight face, but catch up on my content, and I will see you guys later. Peace out.